Redneck Muck, peace. So, got Cleo here, and she has a little bit of a, I hate to say she overheats, she just runs warmer than she should in town, spits a little water out on the ground. She never really, doesn't want to crank up and start, but I did away with the mechanical fan and tried an electric fan. See if that would help. You can see she's got no shroud, and I really think most of it is just the radiator itself. I mean, you can see a little bit of plug over there on that one side. I mean, it's just got some crap in the system. So I flushed it all out, and now I have a leaky heater core back in the car. So I'm gonna bypass the heater core by running this hose over there, so I can work on that later. But right now I'm going to pull this radiator out. I've got it drained. Boom, boom. And you can see it's pretty clean because I flushed it. But got it drained out. And then I have an aluminum radiator. And this aluminum radiator is actually for a Jeep CJ that has a 350 Chevy in it. So it should be dual fan, 3-core aluminum, and pretty well bolt right in there. So all the measurements look right. Let me get this dude out, and we'll see. This dude's pretty easy to get out. I got to, of course, remove 4 bolts. There's a bolt there, bolt down there. That hose, upper hose, and then my wiring that I made for my fan, which just goes over here, and it's pretty simple. So yeah, give me about 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, here's my 2 radiators. So you can see the brackets are a little different, but not crazy. I ought to be able to drill a hole in this one and get 2 screws real easy with the factory holes. You can see my water hose connectors are about the same spot. This radiator did come with a transmission cooler. You can see that in the bottom, but I'm not going to use it. I'll just leave it plugged in case I ever decide to use it. Those plugs should stay and be fine. You can see it's got a shroud, dual fans. It did not come with any kind of fan kit, and it's got the radiator cap on it. One thing that I did notice is it doesn't have a plug there, and that would be your drain, because it has no petcock anywhere, so that's where the petcock would go. With the way mine is, I either got to drill a hole where that's going to go or put a plug in it, and I will probably put a plug in it. Petcocks are handy dandy sometimes, but also not necessary. So, but that was $183 with free shipping off of eBay. It is for I don't remember now, 72 to 80 something CJ7, CJ5 with a 350 Chevrolet engine in it. So 3-core aluminum, brand new, 2 electric fans versus old plugged up 2-core. Had a mechanical fan, tried an electric fan. This thing, I've got 2 possibilities of what's going on. Either I have a plugged up radiator, which I'm trying to fix, or my water pump is not circulating enough water. So the radiator was like $50 cheaper than a new water pump. I mean, it's an upgrade. It's a better radiator. You can paint it black if you don't want it, showing up in your car that it's an aluminum radiator. But I don't care, so it's going to go in like it is. I just got to drill a couple holes, and I'll start getting some mounts going on. So there we go. This will be all right. And I mean, if a man really wanted to, he could drill a couple holes and use zip screws. It would go. It would be fine, as long as you used decent sized zip screws. It'd stay. So anyway, let me see what all I'm going to do here, and we'll get back at it. Anything else I need to show you? I've got this hose off. This hose over there I haven't taken loose yet. I'm debating because this is my heater control off valve. So it's shut off, so the heater's not getting any flow through it. other than this pipe is letting water in because it's got a leak. So I'm debating on if I can plug this somehow, put this back, and it'll still look like the heater's hooked up and all that, or if I should just run a hose, boop, boop, and be done. So the problem is I don't think I have a hose, boop, boop, to be done with without pulling this one off the heater cord into the dash, and I don't really feel like doing that today. So yeah, I'll figure it out in a little bit. Drilled my hole and I epoxied a spacer so it's the same thickness as these bolts that I cut off, because they all hit the metal bracket. So I'm going to see how stable it is with just the bolt on each side and go from there. Alright, so I put all the water in here out of the radiator that I drained out. So you can see this radiator must be quite a bit bigger than the other one. So I got that going for me. Then I've got a little adapter down there, and I got my flex hose here to get my right sizes. So I used an adapter that was 1 3/4 to 1.5 inches. So I got a little short 1 3/4 hose going from the radiator to the adapter, and then my factory hose from the adapter to the engine, and then the flex is just 1.5 inches on both sides, so it's just, you know, boom boom. So not a big deal, because the top was 1 1/4 or inch. I didn't measure it, but it was smaller than 1.5 inches. So I got that. Need to finish filling it up. I got the fans plumbed in here, so I maybe should have done some more check on the wiring, but you know, so I got both fans tied together. They're running over here. This is my fan negative. This is my fan power and my relay power, because they made the relay power black. I don't know why. So, and then this white wire is the signal wire. So if this guy goes to negative, the fan should run. So yeah, so I need to fill it up with water, bleed out my tea. I couldn't find another spot for this, so I'm like, okay, I'll tee it in. This is my temperature gauge in the car. So right now, the way it's set up, if the car gets above 160 degrees, the fans will kick on, and they will stay on until it gets below 160 degrees, whether the key is on or not. It's fused, it's relayed. It's not my favorite way to do it, but the nice thing about it is if your car's really hot, or you're like doing a bunch of running around or something, while it's sitting there, you're in the store for 20 minutes, it's not going to run the battery dead, but it will help cool the radiator off. So when you come out and start it up, you're going to get that flux of cool water going to the engine and cool everything down. This tea will probably delay my temperature a little bit. It could make the fan shut off earlier but start later, so we'll see. I don't know exactly how it'll work, but if it doesn't work right, then I will go with another plan. So it won't be a lot different plan, but I'll figure something out. I could put a T in. I could put a T in right here, plumb the thermostat in right above. This is the heater core hoses, which I've got teed together right now because the heater core is leaking. So I could put a T there instead and maybe make it work better. But we'll try it there first because that was easier. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I'll redo it. But yeah, that's it. So I need some more antifreeze, and then I can give it a shot. So running down the road, this thing was awesome. I was like, holy crap. So running down the road, it never got over 180 degrees. And I was running like 70 a few times. This thing hates 70 mile an hour. It's not built for it. We got little short tires and doesn't have the right gears, and you know, just not happy. the fans just shut off. That is crazy. Hang on, I'll tell you exactly how long. 3 minutes. They ran 3 minutes after I shut the key off. So yeah, that's awesome. It's dang near perfect, man. So I stopped to get gas, and the fans weren't even running. So running on the highway, the radiator is so good, flows so much better, and the aluminum transfers heat so much better. Just running down the highway, it wasn't getting warm enough to run the fans. The fans did not kick on. So I parked it and let it set until the fans kicked on. And by my gauge, they kicked on about 210 degrees. Using the heat gun down here, they kicked on like around 190. So that's good. So the temperature gauge might be off a little bit. I'd have thought it had been low. I got it plumbed right there, and it's kind of an odd spot. But yeah, you can see in the video where I was checking things with the heat gun, and you know, it's nice and cool. So yeah, Jeep Radiator. I can't remember what it was now, 72 to 86 Jeep CJ radiator for a Jeep with a small block Chevy in a Studebaker is freaking perfect. This was $185 off eBay, and it's great. I love it. This is awesome. Yeah, you could parade this dude. You can do whatever you want to. This thing is not going to overheat with that radiator. Not going to do it. So, anyway, perfect. Redneck Muck. Peace.